importance of empathy in business. So I knew at a young age that I wanted to dedicate myself to the world of hospitality, a subject that I still feel very passionately about. I'm like really sick and losing my voice. I'm sorry. So hospitality is defined as the friendly and generous reception and entertainment of guests, visitors, and strangers. And so by the age of 18, I was a full-time innkeeper in a small B&B, and by 22, I had opened a casual restaurant with my husband. Shortly after, we designed a wedding venue, fine dining restaurant, and a hotel that we ran for 7 years together. Now I'm a full-time wedding planner, and weddings to me are the ultimate expression of hospitality. In the 14 years that I've worked in the field, I've learned a tremendous amount from my mentors, hospitality courses, and trial and error. But the thing I attribute most to my success and growth as a professional is empathy. So my husband and I both love to travel, and it's our experiences as guests that have made us great hosts. Or to put it another way, our ability to empathize with our clients, because it's a concept that I believe applies to any business. You can, without experiencing it, know that it would feel really nice to stay in a luxurious inn and to eat a delicious homemade breakfast and to be catered to by a friendly staff. But it wasn't until we were able to have those experiences as guests that we were able to create them as hosts. So, being greeted with iced tea and cool washcloths after traveling down a hot, dusty road in the middle of a jungle in Belize made me realize the importance of anticipating your guests' needs. The chef in Peru who made me quinoa and chicken soup because he knew that I had the stomach flu made me realize the importance of taking care of your guests. The intricate tasting menus that we were guided through in Michelin-starred restaurants showed me the importance of thoughtfully presented food, warm service, and of taking the time to share a meal together. The private tea ceremony performed just for us by the owner of a world-renowned ryokan in Japan made me realize the importance of first impressions. And it's these experiences that made me want to recreate them for others, to allow others to feel as cared for as my husband and I felt. One of the greatest examples I have to illustrate this point is my own wedding. I attribute my personal experience as a bride to my growth and success as a wedding planner. Well, without the ability to empathize with my clients, I wouldn't really know the impact of my advice and actions as a planner. The way I felt when I saw the church before being walked down the aisle by my dad, never having seen it before and completely stunned by its beauty, taught me the impact of surprise. The stress I felt from taking on too much myself has given me the confidence I need to communicate the value of hiring a planner for their wedding. Putting too much on my plate and waiting until the last minute to finish tasks like paying all of my vendors and setting the dinner tables has made me strongly opposed to the DIY wedding concept. The pressure I felt to make the day perfect for not only my fiance and I, but all of our families and friends has allowed me to speak from experience when I tell my clients they're not alone. And to a point, they can't control the happiness of their guests. They can only control their own. So, the wedding venue owner that turns the music off and lights on at exactly the contracted end time and begins to tear tablecloths from tables and break down the dance floor from under guests' feet, true story, doesn't understand the value of empathy. They don't understand what it feels like to spend a significant sum on a 5-hour event and a year planning that event. They don't understand that 20 or 30 minutes will make a huge difference in their client's memory of their wedding, but it will be forgotten the next day by their staff. This is not at all to say that a wedding planner or any wedding professional who has never been married can't have empathy for their clients. I'm sure you can imagine what it would feel like to have a group of professionals working together to make your dreams come true. So this is a little clip from Steve Martin. I'm sure all of you have seen it. So I never take it personally when the father of the bride is difficult to work with before a wedding. I can imagine what it would feel like to give your daughter away. I can imagine what it would feel like to spend $50,000 to $100,000 on a wedding. I respect the budget. And I also know that at the end of the wedding, you will approach me, give me a hug, and give me a heartfelt thank you for all I have done. I feel so blessed to do what I do, and I attribute my love for my job in a large part to being able to create beautiful memories for people that they will always cherish. I get to be a part in the day of a couple's lives when they make a commitment to each other and announce that commitment to those closest to them. When my clients thank me for allowing them to truly enjoy their wedding and to be present in the moment, I know exactly what they mean. I know exactly how they feel. And that's why I do what I do. That may sound cheesy, but I make a meaningful difference in people's lives. And that's a great feeling that I'd like to pass on. That's the end of my speech.